Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Warrior 3 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Last episode, Prince Ernie and his companions Sadie, Tennison, and Indy visited the country of Isis, and they were told about the pyramid to the north of Isis where the magic key is located. So we're going to do the first of two dives into the pyramid. First dive, we're going to basically just ignore the first floor and the two basements. You can't get the treasure in the basement until you have the magic key, and you might even skip getting that treasure because it's the golden claw, and if you pick up the golden claw, it increases the encounter rate substantially. So you may actually even come back and get that much later. We're going to have enough trouble as it is just going to the upper floors to grab a bunch of the treasure. So there's some treasures on the left there, but a lot of the boxes are empty, and the ones that aren't empty are man-eater chests. And man-eater chests are really hard, especially at this point in the game. So we may come back a little later to this area to clear out that pyramid, and just get all the chests. Like I say, you don't have to get those chests because they're empty, but I'm like 100%ing, so I'm going to open all the chests. So there's quite a few coming up that are also empty that we're going to go out of our way to grab. But they're not too far out of the way, so we're mainly going to be clearing, like I said, the upper floor so we can get the magic key, and that's going to allow us to open up a whole bunch of old doors and progress with the plot. So we got doors in Aliahan, Romilly, Ashram, and Castle Isis to go back and open with the magic key door. So we got quite a bit of mummies. There's mummies and mummy men. Both of them are weak to fire. With new Firebane spell, you can probably take out a whole big group of them. But we're trying to save our magic for the most part. It was important that we came in here with a whole bunch of medical herbs because Prince Ernie doesn't have a whole lot of MP, and he's the only one who has healing spells right now in our party. And his MP can be even more limited because of the enemy on the right there, the Trick Bag. The Trick Bag can do a strange dance and steal your MP. They can also do a lot of spells that are kind of annoying. The most annoying is being Surround. The Surround spell, of course, makes it harder for you to hit him, and you know, obviously the harder it is to hit him, the more likely, you know, he'll survive a turn and he'll have a chance to do that strange dance and steal your MP. So, but both of the mummies and the mummy men, both of them have the chance to do critical hits on you. A critical hit probably have the same rate as you do, 1 in 64, which doesn't sound like a lot, which isn't a lot, but the problem is, toward the end of the dungeon, there's going to be a room with 12 treasure chests, and every time you open one of the treasure chests, you'll be ambushed by 4 of the mummies. So we're going to be fighting a lot of the mummy men. So we're going to, if we could just head straight down. That will get us to where we want to go. But there's a few treasure chests. There's 4 treasure chests. None of them have any treasure in them, though, so it was kind of pointless for me to get these ones. But, you know, I wanted to, you know, get all the treasure chests just to show them all off. So that way, if I ever come back here, you see all the treasure chests are open, and so you can see that we, you know, open all the chests. So, but yeah, if you're just playing through and you don't feel like getting in all these encounters, this treasure chest is empty, and the 3 treasure chests that we're going back down on the first floor to get here are also empty. Here's another annoying enemy, the King Frogors. What's annoying about them is they can cast the sleep spell, and of course if you're asleep then they're going to deal a lot of damage because you won't be able to do that parry trick, and they tend to cast it a lot, so it seems that sleep has a pretty good chance at working. So it's not like Dragon Quest II where you can pick up the Dragon's Bane and have a reduced chance of that sleep spell to hit you. So we're unfortunately going to have to try to take these guys out whenever we see them. Hope that, whatchamacallit, if they're in a group, you want to try to get them out of the way first. So yeah, probably they're probably most deadliest, and then trick bags, and then the mummies are the mummy men. So even though the mummy men and the mummies can hit hardest, they have no special attacks, where the froggers will put you to sleep, or the trick bags will steal your MP or cast surround. So we're just gonna head back down here. Too bad there ain't like a Final Fantasy 2 warp spell that takes us back one level. They only got the outside spell. So check the treasure chests here. Like I said, they're all empty though, so. But just want to check them out just to show that I picked them up. My controller, it's a little old, and sometimes I hit the wrong direction. That adds up. So, donk. Luckily, just like a regular pyramid, it gets thinner toward the top. So the floors are going to get much smaller when we have to do less walking around. But even though the floors will be smaller and less walking around, there's still going to be a lot of encounters in them, as the pyramid has quite a hefty encounter rate to it. So, head on up. And we're almost halfway through the pyramid. This is the floor. You head to the north here, you see there's the stone wall there. The magic key and another chest are up there. In order to open that door, we have to listen to the child's poem. And the poem said, basically you hit the button on the far east and then on the far west. So there's 4 little ocloves here. Each of the ocloves have the button in it. If you press the wrong button, a trap tile opens up and drops you down to the floor below. So you want to hit the far east, then hit the far west, and that'll make that door move. Now to the left here, up to the left and up to the right, it doesn't matter which way you go. Both of them are going to take us to the Coast King's Treasure Room, where we're going to fight all those mummies. I'm just going to, I'll fight like 1 or 2 of the mummy battles, and then the rest all off screen, but I'll list all the treasure during the battle scenes. So, mummies are pretty weak to fire, so it might be a good chance to use your fireball spell with both Tennison and Prince Ernie. If you have a whole bunch of MP, so you might have a pilgrim with you, and so you don't have to worry about conserving Prince Ernie's MP for healing. You might want to use like Tennison's Firebane spell, or more the have Prince Ernie cast Fireball more often. So, but we'll take out the mummies. Woohoo! And now we're going to head back to the center there and grab some seed. It's the seed, I think it's a vitality seed, and then get the magic key. If you try to go up, when you get up to the next floor, there's going to be a doorway there that has a magic key door. So you wouldn't be able to. You have to get the magic key here to continue on in the pyramid. So we get a vitality seed, and then we're going to get the magic key. Good thing about the magic key is not only does it open those new silver doors, it also opens all the old gold doors that the thieves key does. So we can end up putting the thieves key back into the. We'll end up putting it back into the vault. So, just checking out my inventory there. Toward the end, because it takes so much damage, I end up rotating my party around a little bit. Remember, the characters in the front take more of the attacks. So if you do run out of healing items, feel free to rotate your party toward the back. So if you have no more healing, some of the characters in the front, like that's what I end up doing, like Prince Ernie and like Tennison end up getting in the front of the party because Sadie and India are pretty low on hit points. So we use our first magic key door here. And you see we have a ring of 12 chests down there. And every time we open the chest, we're going to get this little message. From out of nowhere, ear voices are heard. Who dares to raid the king's treasure? Who dares to disturb our slumber? And we have an encounter with 4 mummy men. So basically you're going to fight 48 mummy men here. So starting this seed we're going to get here is strength seed, and then that's the way that the chests are from going clockwise. So the next chest we get is going to be 80, and then we're going to go all the way around. Agility 112, 120, 112, 24, 304. Wing of the Wyvern 56 gold. A medical herb 24 gold, 176, and 40 gold. So a lot of gold, a few seeds. The good thing that we get that Wing of the Wyvern, because when we leave the pyramid, we don't have to worry about saving 8 MP to cast the return spell. We're going to have that free Wing of the Wyvern, so feel free to have Prince Ernie and Tennison use up all their magic points as needed to get through these battles quicker. So, yeah, quite a lot of mummy men that we'll be fighting. So, there's a strength seed. So then we're going to, this is where I've used quite a bit of my herbs. We do get one medical herb here, so check this place out. So we're gonna fight these mummy men again, and this one has, like this, at the 80 gold. And we'll go all the way around. And like I said, all the other chests, I'm just going to off-screen the battles because we've seen enough of the mummy men. So yeah, I end up cutting out like over 20 minutes worth of fighting mummies. So yeah, once you fight one group, you fight them all, but I did get 2 critical hits, and that's what's going to make, toward the end, you'll see that my characters, I'm in the green status. That's one of the nice things about the game. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier or not, but it's always good to repeat it. The color of the text indicates your status, so when everything's white, all your characters are in good health. When one of your characters is down to below 25% of their max health, the screen will turn green, the text will be green. That's just kind of your little warning. And then if somebody is dead in your party, then we follow around the ghosts, and the sprite will turn into a ghost, and all their, all the text will be red. So as you can see, Sadie's hurt really, really bad. I have no more healing to do any here, so I'm going to put Indy in the front, and then Tennison. I don't have Tennison in the front because otherwise then she wouldn't be able to do the parry trick. So we're about to get the best goof-off equipment, best armor, the flashy clothes. It has the highest defensive power, but we're not going to use it because it's a little bit better. It's better to have the Cloak of Evasion, have that 20% chance to avoid attacks. It helps us a little better. Now, we used up all our MP with Prince Ernie and Sadie, but luckily, like I said, in that King's Treasure Room, we have a Wing of the Wyvern, so we can use that. And we're going to warp back to Leahan, because we want to drop a lot of this equipment off in the vault. And then Leahan is where we can save our game, and it's one of the places where we can get some treasure. It's one of the places that we have. Remember, if you're keeping track, you want to always be keeping track of where key doors are, so when you get the appropriate key, you can go back and get that treasure. So, like I said, we have, we'll be looting the treasury in Leahan here, in Romilly, Asarum, and then back in the Castle Isis. So, got a few places to go back and check out. So, and the magic key's going to open up quite a few places for us. So, like I said, I'm not using any of the seeds because, one, all of our characters other than Prince Ernie can class change, and when they class change, their stats get cut in half. So you're basically cutting the effectiveness of the seeds on anybody who class changes, and also with the cap. The game, if your stats are too high for a level, they'll look at it and you won't be gaining like those stats for that level. Otherwise, you can just like keep class changing, and if you're you get a whole bunch of agility with like a fighter, and then get a whole bunch of luck with a goof off. And if it did half, then you could just you kept getting those main stats. You can just max out your stats and kind of make the game, I guess, a little bit too easy. So we're in the safety of town, so I'm gonna revert my formation back to how it normally was. We'll stay at the inn. We could stay at Mom's, for cheap, but this inn is cheap, so we got plenty of treasure in the king's tomb there, so I don't mind spending 8 gold. Save some time. Plus, we're going to be getting, like I said, a lot more treasure because we have quite a few places to return to go looting. So, remember, over to the left is where the castle treasury is, where we have those magic key doors. So, as always, when we make big progress, we're going to talk with the king, save our game. That way, and remember to reset so that you don't lose the Imperial Scrolls of Honor. And come back for our next episode where we start grab some treasure starting here in Aleahan. Thanks for following along. Have a good one. Thanks for your support. Have a good day. Bye.